Hello there, Servum17 once again. This is more Dark Souls PvP. This is Burg Session 3. So this has been a while in coming because I forgot where it was on my hard drive. And this is a series of fights taken from my sessions in the Burg with a character that you'll remember if you watched any of the previous ones. This session in particular was pretty much focused on me using a different selection of weapons, and I know you'll notice the Chaos Rapier and you're probably thinking that's not really new, but it's more sidearm. I was using Rapier at this moment in time with a side weapon I would never normally use. This just so happened to be a Fire Marakumo, and I used to disrespect the Marakumo because I didn't like the way the R1 worked. I did not realise it had such good running attacks and such good heavy attacks, because this weapon is a dead angle machine. It can also get you backstabbed, and that guy's using a Hornets in the Burg before the patch, which is pretty fucking cheap in my book. And he's getting some wicked phantom hits with that Rapier just then. But, you know, he's probably Japanese, because apparently Hornets in the Burg used to be a rare thing, but it's turning into quite a common thing, and a lot of people wonder why anybody complains about the Hornets. Some guy once commented on one of my jungle videos, you know, I'm celebrity, get me out of here. I cover it, clearly. No, in one of my forest videos that I complained about the Hornets ring and then I used it, and he had absolutely no context for what that video was. But, you know, how can you not complain about the Hornets when essentially it's a ring, or it used to be a ring, because it's not too bad anymore, that enables you to press one button and win? And that to me is, you know, not anybody can do that, and anyone who thinks it takes any kind of skill is wrong, because you watch one video to learn every kind of backstab in the game, and then you deliver, and you practice, that's it. And with the Hornets ring, ooh, that was interesting, nice little pirouette to try and dead angle. Ooh, goodness me, every time I land with that Marakumo I'm reminded of just how ridiculously monstrous it is. Because this guy's using a boulder shield, and the shield itself is great for stability, but it can't do shit against the dead angle, and because of lag, dead angles are so prolific. Especially with the sweeping attacks. That was a very well-timed roll, but once again, we've got another Hornet ring guy. I wonder where these people are coming from. There I go for the wake-up parry. It doesn't quite work because I couldn't see where I was. Get a cheeky poke with the Rapier. Don't know. Maybe it's you know, parlance of rapiers. They just think that you've got to immediately pack a punch with your backstabs and your criticals. Very strange. But before I get on to the next stuff, 2 more subscribers have donated, so I'd like to thank those guys. The names are Nathan and Sam. So as far as I'm concerned, those guys are pretty much funding this channel. So they are royalty of this channel, and it's awesome, guys. Thank you very much. One of them's just saying continue doing what you're doing, which, you know, I always do. I enjoy. That's kind of how I work. The other guy would like to have some duels on Dark Souls, so I'll have to hook you up, brother. Get some of those working. You just have to go easy on me because I'm a little bit rusty, but we'll soon get back into the swing, and we should have some interesting little encounters. Speaking of interesting encounters, this one is right now as I get a partial parry on a combustion. And is this guy trying to backstab me? What the fuck is going on here? I have no idea. This has just turned into combustion spam now, though. Combustion spam and a very interesting looking naked guy wearing the monk's hat, or the Xanthos crown, I think it's called in this one. So that guy pulls out his bow in Red Tearstone range, and I poke him with my rapier. I have no idea what that guy is doing, but we'll soon find out. He bows. I bow, get the delicious souls, and then he does a jump because he's happy. I use the divine to get my life back, and then I bow back. So I remember this fight now. This is somebody coming to the Burg to just have fun and be silly, because you'll notice he's completely naked, and that's pretty much how he fights. He uses a blossom there, and he's parrying, he's punching, he's doing 0 damage with pretty much everything he does, the poor guy, but I don't know, he's having fun. And I decide to take some stuff off to try and make this a little fairer, a little bit more interesting. So I take away the Darkwood Grain Ring so I can do the fast roll just to play around with him. And it just gets a bit silly. As I go for the quick parry there on the punch, doesn't work. So I'm trying to put on a weapon less powerful so I can have some fun with this guy. And what ends up happening is another invader turns up, and this turns into a free-for-all of silliness. And it's all fun and games until the other invader decides to be a dick. And I don't take it very well. So this is the person. He's called Fresh Illusions. And I've fought him before a couple of times. He's a decent player. He plays quite a lot. And there's just me and this guy having this just ridiculous encounter where I end up putting on a heavy shield so I can start beating him with the shield, because I was in a funny mood. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this is the... And then here he comes. He comes with his fists, and it just becomes this free for all. As I put it in my main hand instead of in my offhand, and I start shield bashing folks. With this ridiculous shield. 19 damage. And it's one of those things where we're three complete strangers just having the most ridiculous, preposterous fight you can have, and one of them gets bored and decides to start killing folk. And don't get me wrong, I didn't want to do this forever, but it was interesting, and I've not really had an encounter like this. As I do the jumping attack there, but he catches me with a quick left hook. Oh. But the thing that pisses me off is, after the crazy naked guy dies, I try to put my equipment back on to fight the other invader, and he just kills me. And yeah, that does not sit well with me. Big time. So I send him a nice angry message, and... Oh! Look at that! Hornet's Ring on the bare-handed parry. Pretty great. Oh, it's just madness. Look at him just backstab heaven. This could go on for days. Longest 3-away ever. Look at me with my bloody bandit's knife, just pulling it out for the crazies. But the guy in this world, he's got the is it the elite armor torso? He's got the Havel Greaves. Havel gloves. He's got the Mask of the Child. He's got the... Here he comes with his pyromancies. There's his firestorm. This is when he starts losing patience. And he punches me with his pyromancy. And this is when I try to put my stuff back on so we can actually have a fight. And I think he charges another one of the storms, or starts... Yeah, there he goes. I get out of it. And then he just comes and starts being a dick and finishes me off when I'm trying to do this. So, a lot of people probably don't see anything wrong with this. I see everything wrong with it, and I got very mad. Because it turns out I was on a bit of a streak, and this guy fucking ruins it by being a cunt. That were interesting. I wonder if he's lagging or if that's just how it works. Then he bows afterwards. And you can tell when I'm angry, guys, because I immediately send a message. So, there we go. Nice and pleasant. 1:30 in the morning. Got no fucking patience for you, son. But back to the grind. Back in my armour. This is 2 guys. One of them I've called in. The Irish Devil there. The other one is a dude that's invaded, wearing a lot of giants. And this is that interesting moment of who fights who. So he walks over to the corner. And I think I'm going to let these guys fight. Yeah, I think I do. He does the praise the sun. I point at him, because I'm in that mode where I don't really know what's happening. And then he pretty much makes it known that he wants to fight the other guy. So I let him do the thing. And I come over here so that the lock-on doesn't get fucked up. Even though I shouldn't stand here, I should stand further back, because this is not a good place to stand. It messes with people's lock-on. So we've got a Zweihander, and we've got a guy who's using a Sunlight Blade and I believe a longsword. I'm not too sure if it's the Sunlight Blade, or the Sunlight Sword, straight sword. But it's definitely a longsword, just because of the moveset. I've used that weapon a lot, I know it well. And I think, if this is the guy, he's using unupgraded equipment. And he's using it intentionally. It's not because he doesn't know better, it's because he's trying to challenge himself. Which, Ooh, very good parry. If he was using upgraded equipment, I think this guy would have performed a lot better, because he's clearly a good player. He's just handicapping himself so that he can have, you know, the most fun. And that's something that some players will never understand. That's something that half the people that go to the forest will never get, because that's just not who they are. They're not here to prove anything to themselves. They're not here to challenge themselves. They're here to beat up on people like it was Call of Duty and you were, you know, fighting a team of handicapped people. That's literally what they're looking for, those kind of folk. And that's why I like to destroy them, because they're just the worst kind of people possible. And there's a lot of rumours right now that the Burg itself is getting filled with those kind of folks, and less people that are here to have fun and are here to fight and test the skill against other people looking for that kind of encounter. And I believe that Wrath of God ended that fight. If it didn't, I can't show the end, guys, because I don't have the footage for some reason. Very strange, but the second part to this will follow shortly. It's a little bit longer than this one. I split it up so that this one was slightly shorter so I could upload it quicker, because I want to get it up and, you know, get some more recent content for people that have been asking for it. So thank you for watching, and you take care now.